I think the number I'm hearing is there's almost $5 trillion of investments that have been committed or being considered as a consequence of his getting companies to start reinvesting in manufacturing in the United States. And, if that's not going to happen overnight, but boy, is that a step in the right direction.
But if it just happens in the next 4 years, doesn't that truly usher in
Yeah.
the golden age? Because
Yeah.
think of all the jobs that's going to create. Tens of thousands of construction jobs just to build the factories, not to mention the employment that will be permanent when the factories flip on the lights and go to work. It just seems to be a tremendous step in the right direction to me. And Trump
Well,
has said that, maybe we can eliminate the income tax. Boy, what a bright day that would be.
well, I'd like to get rid of the income tax code. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. It's an
that's the
industry.
most intrusive document in American, if not world history. I mean, the IRS knows everything about us, and with absent the income tax uh, forms, they wouldn't know that. And so I think there's a privacy issue as well.
Well, I love Steve Forbes, and I think the fair tax that he has
Yeah,
advocated for more
yeah.
than a decade is the right way to go. You think about it from a policy standpoint, it just it checks all the boxes. It encourages savings. It does not prevent consumption, but it does put some sort of of self discipline lid on it, perhaps, which I think is probably a good thing. Would be a good thing for our country to get away from some of the materialism that has seeped into our culture. But as you point out, it gets rid of the Internal Revenue Service day one and the hundreds of thousands of regulations and rules that we have to live by. That if you even know about them, you can't understand them half the time. They're so complicated. It feels like a noose around our neck or an anchor on our feet while we're trying to run a marathon.
Well, it is, and we're probably all violating some piece of the tax code we've never even heard of,
Hmm.
and so we're incredibly vulnerable to that. The other piece of this is that we've been a society that unfortunately has drifted into pushing consumerism, and not a society that focuses on making things. And Trump is talking explicitly about getting America back to a country that makes things.